You?
Good evening. My name is Miss Ajayi.
Okay, Mrs. Ajayi. So, three things you would do differently if you were to be Nigeria's president.
Okay. Number one, I will see to it that there is food. There will be no scarcity of food. And number two, educational aspects. Because of our little ones now that are growing. And number three, unemployment. We need jobs, so I'll see to that one too. That everybody, you are an illiterate, you are not, you'll be employed.
Okay, so you talked about education for the young ones. What are the things you will put in place to make sure that education does not have, everybody has access to education?
Okay. For example, now we have three groups of rich people. When we say we are rich, I am rich. It has an aspect. There are some people that they can afford public school, and there are some public school that some can't even afford. So I will see to it that if you are poor, you'll be able to go. Because nowadays, about that public school public school now, they are not collecting school fees. They are collecting money. They are demanding for money. So for me, I would just think that instead of me taking my children to public school, let me go to private school. I'll pay the same amount I'm going to pay. But let's say I am Nigeria president now. I'll see to it that everybody will be able to afford. Everybody, poor, richest. Free education for everybody. It's not that easy though, but I'll make sure that I see to it that free education will reach each and every individual of the citizen. Thank you.
Bro, can we meet you?
No problem. I'm Martins by name, sir.
All right, Mr. Martins. Yes, so if you were Nigeria's president, three things you would do differently to take us to the promised land.
Okay. As you can see, first thing I think is that we just need someone that know what they call life in a hustling way. We don't pass through one or two. So even though we just get small experience of hustling life, so we will start what they do for this Nigeria.
You feel Nigeria needs someone who can identify with the struggles of people on the street.
Yes.
Nice. So you get anything now, you say okay, this thing they go well. If I do this thing like this, it go better pass as it did.
The thing be say, bro, I cannot lie you. God is our strength for this Nigeria. Person say we want do well. We don't know in potential. Say now this kind of thing I want do. You know, be rich. You see, the thing be say, person might think first things revolution, but they not go allow them to happen. So the second thing be say, more the pastors, where they give their lives to Christ, original say, then they serve God. Not be say money stuff. So from there, they go to talk to the ear of those politicians because we need them. We need those pastors. So if you want anything change for this Nigeria, first thing we need those pastors. When they forget about the money, whether they come out from one pocket to another now. So
pastors should speak the truth.
Yes. So once those pastors don't start a change, God they touch their hand, say their heart, say, hey, this normal thing, more they do this kind of thing for our people, for that Nigeria, for this Nigeria where we did. But things go, they start a change now.
I think for me, if I am Nigeria's president, I think I would attend to food, I would attend to security, I would attend to education. All right, if you look at what has happened in the past 2-3 years, all right, Nigeria is getting scarier by the day. In Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the number one thing that people need is food. When you solve food, when you solve famine, when you're able to put an end to hunger, all right, people will be relaxed. The tension will drop. If they probably interviewed the miscreants that you have now, who now become kidnappers, you would realize that poverty is one of the catalysts. A lot of people think it's greed. It's not just greed. A lot of people right now are so downtrodden that they will do almost anything to survive. I think I would attend to food. I think education also improves the dignity of every man. If you educate Nigerian citizens, all right, there's a tendency for them to think of themselves. the way they should, I think it would help their perception of who they are in the society, and I think one way or another that will indirectly or directly contribute to Nigeria's economy. Then I also think security. I think Nigeria has been so lax about security. I think that right now anything goes. All right, we don't pay attention to security enough, and it's sad that Nigeria right now we're getting to the point where people have to provide their water, people have to provide their electricity. Now they have to provide security. Now you have neighborhood security every here and there. All right, I think if government or whoever got scared, if I became president, I think I would attend to food, I would attend to security, I would attend to education. Thank you.
Good day, sir. Can we meet you?
My name is Oke Olayinka.
All right, Mr. Oke. So if you were Nigeria's president, 3 things that you think you would do differently to make this nation, to lead us in the right direction.
Sorry, number 1, do you permit me to speak in pidgin or what?
Yo, anyone, any language is fine.
Yeah, nice one. As a Nigerian citizen, if I was permitted to be a Nigerian president, just 3 things that I would do. I can really say it's simple, and at the same time it's not simple because it's not easy things. To become a Nigerian president is very hard. You understand? Because to control almost 250 million people, man, you have to be very, very strong and very, very mindset. So for me to become a Nigerian president, there's 3 things I would do as you ask me. But if I can do it like that 3 things, number 1 is deal with dollars. Because the rate of the dollars is very crazy. You can see for yourself. Everywhere is mad. All these people that they are selling, all these small trade, at the end of the day, they will say it's dollar because of the dollar. And you can see they can sell anything. All in the name of dollar is rising. But number 1, I will know what I can do to make sure the dollar is coming down.
True.
By the time of the Buhari regime, as you can see, Buhari regime, we have about 700. He left the dollar about 700. Now we are going to more than 1,500 or 1,600 now. So this thing is crazy. So I have to look at it very well and know what I can do. I know what I can do, but at least I can still do 1 or 2 about it, just to tackle the dollar and make sure everything calms down for it. Then number 2, I have to look for a way how the petrol is going to come down too, because those things, number 1, dollar, then number 2, the petrol, because it's really affecting our economy. As you can see, it's really killing our economy. Now the number 3 things I will do is just to work on our economy per se. We have to work on our economy per se because it's crashing already. We are all see that the economy is going down, and when we are working on the petrol, we're working on the dollar, then we look into the economy. Those 3 things is the key that I know personally. If I come in, I will work on it squarely. I will face it squarely. So that's my own belief. That's my own thinking. That's my own idea of it. You may call on. We have so many big people like all these Dangote and all that are dealing with our economy. I can look for an economy reform to gather everybody together like a confab. Let's bring ideas together. I believe when I become a president, I believe if I can listen to 1 or 2 people that are into business, into the economy per se, they can bring the ideas. That's what president is all about. It's not all about having your own idea and bringing it to the table. It doesn't work that way. You have to have different ideas. Let the people give you ideas so you can work on it. That's what I believe in. All that.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣàlè mọ̀ yín sà.
Orúkọ mi ni Ọlábọ̀dé Oṣónáwọ̀.
All right, sir.
Ọmọ Nàìjíríà rere.
Yes, sir. Mr. Ọlábọ̀dé, tó bá jẹ́ ni president Nigeria, nǹkan mẹ́ta lẹ rò pé ẹ lè ṣe lọ́nà tó yàtọ̀ tó máa túbọ̀ ran ìlú yìí lọ́wọ́ tó máa jẹ́ kí gbogbo túbọ̀ dára.
Ẹ ṣe ẹni tó wà níbẹ̀ náà tó jẹ́ president wa, òun náà gbìyànjú tiẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
But omi pọ̀ jọ ká lọ. Ṣé rí ibi tí owó wa gan gbà lọ tó bá jẹ́ mi ni o. Ṣé rí mi ni rep senator máa council wọn. Rep senator máa council wọn. Ṣé kí sọ mi? Yóò wá wúwo yẹn pé tọ́pọ̀ ọdún 4 ni mo fẹ́ lò, ọdún 4 yẹn wọ́n á rí pé mi ò ṣe pé second time. But good foundation tí n bá fi lélẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa tẹ̀lé màá kásùn àwọn méjèèjì yẹn because tó bá lọ wọ rep wa rep lásán 360 senator 109 láì mọye minister state adviser ibi tó wọ́n gbà lọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí sample ká sọ wípé àná 1000 naira ní gbogbo orílẹ̀-èdè yìí 85% ọ̀wọ́n rep àti senator yẹn nínú 15% èmi àti ẹ̀yin là ń já mọ́ra wa lọ́wọ́ àwọn ẹ̀gọ́ lásán gan ọ̀tọ̀ ni wọ́n máa ní social adviser wọ́n máa ní wardrobe allowance wọ́n máa ka paper lásán 1 million 1.2 million lówó paper wọn lọ́dún olómi paper tó ti fi sọ́fíìsì ẹ̀ báyìí tí oṣù kan fi pé kò ní mọ tí ń bẹnu paper but wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ supply ẹ̀ ní paper yẹn lọ́fíìsì ẹ̀ ibi tó wá ń gbà lọ ó pọ̀ ṣé tó bá ti kọ́ ṣe yẹn tó bá ti ká kọ̀ yẹn èmi ní wọn senator yẹn ìbẹ́ẹ̀ 15 báyìí pé 36 state kan nìkan iṣẹ́ òní wọn ṣe ń bẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ní minister for power ẹ̀ máa ní no portfolio ẹ̀ tó ní minister for power náà ọ́fíìsì tiẹ̀ bíyàn 15 ló wà ń bẹ̀ no portfolio bíyàn 10 ló máa wà ń bẹ̀ ó jẹ́ 25 bẹ́ẹ̀ ibi tó wọ́n gbà lọ́gàn ló pọ̀ jù sẹ́kẹ̀tọ̀ mi ṣe pé ó ń try but tẹ́mọ̀ tábà ní igi yóò da àyànná tọ̀wọ́n da ṣáàmì tó máa dé bẹ̀bẹ̀ ọ̀n tẹ́ lè ṣe ẹni tó lè ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ pé second time kó má lè second time ìbáyìí pé ọdún mẹ́rin yẹn péré ló máa ṣe kó ní pé yes foundation kan tó ń bá fi lélẹ̀ gan làwọn tó ń bá àánú bàbá ìyá wèrè o wọn gbà ẹ lọ Ghana náà Ghana tó wà náà foundation tó ń bilẹ̀ kò bú example ẹ lọ South Africa báyẹn Mandela kò sọ pé òun fẹ́ ṣe second time but foundation tó fi lélẹ̀ di sí ni wọ́n ń tẹ̀lé nílùú tó yẹ pé tọ́lọ́ bless jù number 1 Nàìjíríà lọ́lọ́ bless but ọgbọ́n la fẹ́ ta sí à ń gbàdúrà à ń lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì àdúrà wa ń gbà Ọlọ́run ti parí iṣẹ́ ètò kù èmi àti yín ló kù sí lọ́wọ́ Amẹ́ríkà tẹ́ rí yẹn nísìnyí wọ́n gbà káwọn bílíkì Ọlọ́run wà because wọ́n ń ṣe ọ̀bùrú ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀sí sáàpù kan ẹlẹ́wọ̀n tí Donald Trump tó ṣe lẹ́jọ́ mẹ́ta yìí tó ti pọ̀ṣù kan ó yẹ kí ká sùn ká rorí olùdẹ́nibọ̀dì ní onírísìn ọmọ India bíi 1000 pieces lọ́lọ́ lédànù India kì í ṣe Áfíríkà nìkan bó ṣe mọ ohun tó ṣe yìí ẹ lè ní ó ṣèkà kó ṣèkà ó yẹ wọ́n ń pe àrùn àtọ̀dì fi wa kó rí wa náà kó lè pè é but problem kan tá a ní òde Ghana rí bóyá one language ni wọ́n sọ lọ́hùn but ní Nàìjíríà yìí a lè sọ pé pé mẹ́ta ni wa ó ju mẹ́ta lọ o but bóyá torí pé èdè wa ló ń dìsí kò yé mi ta lè ṣe nìyẹn tó bá jẹ́ mi ni o rep senator àkáǹsù wọn ibi tó wọ́n ń gbà lọ ó pọ̀ jù òbúrú sí ẹ lọ́wọ́ àwọn yálàta àwọn ẹwọ́ lè tẹ́rí nísìn 2000 naira lẹ́rí yẹn 2000 naira because pẹ̀tọ́ bá ṣó wọn mọ́tò tí wọ́n fi gbé láti ibìkan sí ibìkan báwo ni o ṣe ní wọ́n. Thank you very much sir.
ẹ ṣe kan sir.
orúkọ mi ni Ìyá Bọ́sẹ̀ ló ń jẹ ní junction Ẹlẹ́bú.
ok Ìyá Bọ́sẹ̀ so tẹ bá jẹ́ ìní president bí gbogbo Nàìjíríà ṣe ń lọ yìí kí làwọn nǹkan tẹ ò bóyá ẹ máa ṣe nǹkan mẹ́ta ọlẹ́bùn kí ẹ lè ṣe lọ́nà tó yàtọ̀ tẹ fi pé Nàìjíríà tó fi dáa jù báyìí lọ.
ọ̀nà àkọ́kọ́ lójú ìwòye mi ni ọ̀rọ̀ lórí epo tẹ́po bá wálẹ̀ àwọn nǹkan míì náà máa wá sílẹ̀ ọ̀nà àkọ́kọ́ nì ọ̀nà ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ní títì kọ́nà wa kó dáa láti rìn so ó máa tún jẹ́ kí ọrọ̀ ajé wa kó ṣe dáadáa ọ̀nà ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta ni iná tíná bá ń wà àwọn tó ń ta bí àwọn nǹkan tútù nǹkan kan yẹn náà gbogbo àwọn iléeṣẹ́ náà tí wọ́n ń fòdọ̀ pọ̀ nílé máa fòdọ̀ pọ̀ máa gba àwọn èèyàn síṣẹ́ ọ̀nà ojú tèmi fi wò ó nìyẹn.
ẹ ṣe ó make sense.